Welcome everybody back to RUSE Let's Play episode 5.
Well
so
done,
last
Colonel.
episode we
Not giving
defended
up.
this barracks and headquarters. As you can see, we just finished the mission. On to the next one, which should be us supporting the Weatherby landing invasion. Now, if I remember correctly, his invasion does not go quite as
We are
planned.
ready to crush them, Herr General.
Not yet. I'm waiting for another guest.
Jawohl, Herr General.
See,
Prometheus's
adjusting audio
information
on
is
my headphones will
amazingly
adjust the audio on the game. I
Yes,
don't believe
General?
it will.
Nothing. Just thinking out loud.
So maybe it's the chat adapter that I need to adjust the
My
volume
God.
with.
It's a massacre. The losses we're taking.
That idiot! I told him to cancel the landing.
Well, Weatherby's asked us to reinforce him, so what shall we do?
If he was alone, I'd say let him die. He's got a lot of good men that deserve better than that.
Yeah, we gotta save those men.
What can I do?
We can't just let Weatherby lead them
I
to their
don't know.
deaths.
Why do you think the Germans aren't using their full strength?
Yeah. Why haven't they thrown everything they got at us yet?
Because they're
Well, I
gonna
think because they don't
counterattack
have
us.
to. Because up to now they've always been one step ahead of us, knowing exactly when and where we'll strike.
I thought it was Weatherby's stupidity. But you're right. Too many coincidences. The only way we'll get out of this is to ignore the plan.
Given our latest recon and my best guesses, I'd say the Germans are massed here.
I would agree with
The
you.
Italians here and here.
If we hit the lead Italian troops, we could turn things round.
So we'll hit their
So
soft
let's hit
underbelly
the
and the
Italians
Germans will
then.
have to react.
Weatherby is taking all the supplies to support his landing. We'll have to live off what we can capture and tighten our belts. See the supply depot? You should send infantry to take it.
You know, I like that idea, but I also see that tank.
Those
over
little
there.
units are caro veloci, sir.
Yeah,
All they've got left are their
Caro Veloces,
tankettes.
if I remember right,
Still,
are
don't underestimate
anti-infantry
them.
tanks,
They may be
and
poorly
I'm not trying
armored,
to
but
get
they're
my ass
deadly
killed
against
by those
infantry.
things, so.
Sir, our troops have been trained for strict radio discipline.
Also,
Excellent.
because
Colonel.
that supply depot
What do you
is on
say
the
we
outside
try
of
von
that
Richter's
town,
radio
I
silence
do
rules?
believe I'm going to
Sir, a new cruise is available.
move
Yes, sir.
these infantry because
Radio
they're not going
silence
to be
now
useful to
imposed.
me if they're sitting behind the supply depot.
Very good. They can't detect our units unless we make visual contact. Now you can maneuver invisibly.
And it appears that radio silence makes my units invisible unless we make visual contact, so that is good. But fact remains that these are anti-infantry tanks, because if you look at them, it should target a building with your infantry and press A to capture it. Only infantry may capture. Okay. Oh, it does not say this. It doesn't tell you what stats it has when you click on it and it's your enemy, but when they were showing us the stats towards it, it had no other indicators besides infantry. So, therefore,
Building deployment
that leads me
completed.
to believe that these will be massive infantry killers. So I need to spam either a ton of infantry
This
or
is
tanks to
HQ.
counter
New
them.
unit
And so
production
that I don't
requested.
have any tanks to counter them, I need to spam, excuse me, a bunch of infantry in order to counter these guys. And that's not necessarily good, because these are light infantry and they're not paratrooper infantry. And I believe there's another
Fire. Unit production complete.
stage between the two. I think there's heavy infantry as well, but it appears that I have not unlocked those yet.
Reporting. Unit under
So, and
sustained
as you
fire.
can see,
Sir,
these
our
4
unit has
infantry
been
just
wiped out.
got shredded by
Sir,
that one
reporting one of our
tank.
units is down.
One of them actually died, so therefore, this is a very stupid assault, and I'm not
Recruitment
sure
has started,
what
sir.
they're asking me
Sir,
to do
HQ
here.
has provided us with a new route.
Because infantry against anti-infantry tanks is just a suicide march, at least in my opinion.
Recruits are trained and operational.
I don't know. Oh, we don't even need to use the spy ruse. We actually can't see them now. Where are these guys? Okay, get me out of that menu. Thank you. Oh, and these are also Karo Veloces, which are anti-infantry tanks. So, that means that I may potentially be screwed here. How am I supposed to get around this? It's a good thing I captured that supply depot because I'd be running out of units right now if I didn't. We're gonna try and ambush these guys. I don't think it's possible, but I'm gonna try. And then with these infantry over here, I honestly, oh, what are you? What are you advancing towards me? Zoom in, Karo M13s. What are those? Those are medium tanks.
Units are under fire.
Those are, oh, wow, these guys are actually hitting targets. I didn't think they'd be close enough to hit a target.
Squad commander, target unit and following coordinates.
Oh, and they're not. They're not close enough to hit that target. Back up, back up, back up. Oh, they had their bazookas out. I should have let them advance. Son of a...
Reporting the team heading lost, sir. Unit under fire. Sir, reporting one of our units is down. Unit production in progress.
Replace the two that we lost
New
there.
RUSE is now available.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna leave this force undefended. And I'm gonna bring these two guys down. Oh, and those medium tanks just stopped right there. That's not good. Oh boy.
Unit production in progress.
Alright. Well, we are gonna snatch this defeat from the jaws of victory, or victory from the jaws of defeat. There we go, that's the right saying. We're gonna snatch victory from the jaws of defeat. And you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I don't like it, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna cast radio silence. Come on, guys. Go, 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 go. I believe in you. Go, go, go.
Reporting. Unit under sustained fire.
Honestly, I should. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we got those tanks down there. We have one tank left over here. We got two guys there. So let's add another infantryman there.
Unit production in progress.
As we recast. Oh, radio silence. Let's see if it's still active. Oh, it's still got 5 minutes. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so these three infantry I will place roughly there, hopefully to cover that field in case these guys up here attack. These two are going to stay in that town there just in case they're trying to counterattack through there.
Sir, radio silence is no longer being observed.
Honestly, this recon needs to move here. And then let's try it with a 4-man rush. We're going to try it. It's probably not good.
Reporting. Unit under sustained fire.
Come on, guys. Get into position, pretty please.
Unit under fire.
Nope. Not enough. 4 is not enough.
Sir, reporting losses.
Those 2 got killed as well. I'm just losing units to this tank.
This is HQ. Unit production
I don't
requested.
know what to do. I honestly am not sure exactly what I need to do here. So we're going to move these 2 here, secure that town if we can. We're going to put 3 more into Spare and Easy just in case they do make an advance. And then I'm not sure about this west flank. I don't know if they're going to push back on me, being that Weatherby has forces moving up this way. And I can honestly tell you right now that what he's got, what Weatherby has out right now, that's not enough to push through the lines, guaranteed. So if I had
we're lacking the resources for that, sir.
armored recon, or even just an armed recon, one that had a machine gun on the back or something, I might be able to advance here without losing countless infantry. But unfortunately, it's looking like it's just going to need to be massive infantry assault, otherwise they're just going to get cut down by the machine gun on this thing. So, these 3 and these 3 equals 6. That, honestly, I hope that's enough. If 4 wasn't enough, hopefully 6 is enough. And we still got radio silence for almost 3 more minutes, so we'll just go ahead and keep moving forward. Summon a couple more infantry up here to this forest.
Recruitment has started, sir.
And actually, we'll move this recon up in the hopes that it'll be bait for this anti-infantry tank.
Squad commander, move out.
But regardless, we're gonna have to send a full assault that way.
Unit reports heavy fire. Unit reports contact with hostile. Unit is giving up its
And there it
position.
is, 6 was enough. It probably would have been enough with 5, but I sent 6 instead. Right. Those 6 move up there. These 4 need to move up to roughly there. And these 5 can hold, well, rather 4, because one of them will secure this depot. Oh, I lose the unit when I secure the depot? Ah, crap. Okay.
We've got their depot, sir. We'll get more supplies, they'll get less.
But be careful, they'll try to take it back, and rebuilding it would be expensive.
Recon. you
Colonel,
move up,
I've got the location of their
because
forward
I'm gonna
outpost.
need you to
It's in an
spot
old
any
anti-tank
advancing
training
units.
facility. A strong attack is the best defense, Sheridan. We must capture their HQ before they can react.
I heard anti-tank in what he was
Reports
saying.
on
and
Weatherby's landing are
that
going from
worries
bad
me,
to worse.
even though I'm not using
Allied
tanks yet.
soldiers are dying due to his incompetence. Watch out for the Italian armor. Infantry should use the cover in the forests and towns to ambush them.
Okay, so we've got infantry in forest and we have infantry in towns. So even if they side skirt the town, these guys in the forest should still get them. And we've got a good amount of infantry up in the forest here already.
Negative, sir. We are out of
Apparently we're
supplies.
not going to get any tank
Rookies are training. They'll be
vehicles,
ready
so
soon.
this is going to be a pure infantry assault.
Colonel, good
Could
news.
end up-
High
Oh!
Command has detached 2 lead tanks for us.
Did get
Excellent
some tanks.
news.
Thank
2 tanks
God.
will be very useful.
Enemy unit has been destroyed.
We did get some tanks, and our secondary objective is to preserve all elite tanks, so I can't lose any of the 2 that they just gave me, or either of the 2 that they just gave me, rather. So it still is going to be mainly...
Remember, Sheridan, recon units
That's
are far
okay.
more effective without obstacles in their line of sight.
I really wish there was another force like right here that I could pop people into, but at the moment, this is just gonna have to work.
Sir, radio silence is no longer operational.
Alright, what are these tanks here? Those look like medium tanks, not those.
We've been spotted,
Our
sir.
infantry
We'd
is
better
murdering
hide under
them,
radio
so
silence,
we're
or
all
they'll
good.
be on us like hounds on a fox.
Radio silence there.
Yes, sir. To all units, radio silence now imposed.
Why not there?
Sir, all units in the sector are now under radio silence.
I only get 1 more infantry.
Recruitment has
Let's
started,
go
sir.
with these 4, and we'll tag one of them in 5.
You have the coordinates. Proceed to position.
And we will advance and take this courtyard. Okay, now these tanks, we'll move them
Sir,
up to
we're
the
taking a
edge of the
counterattack from the
forest.
Italian infantry.
The Lees have the firepower you need to decimate them.
Okay, yeah, we'll still move them up to the edge of the forest. Looks like a medium tank right there. Yeah, it is. Okay. Hopefully these guys get into the courtyard before that medium tank spots them. And they did.
Receiving report.
Sorry, I just
Our
got
units are
a sneeze
online.
attack. So that's why the camera was standing still and not moving around. But it looks like this line here is holding. There's a lot of infantry there I've got, so hopefully they're going to hold no matter what. And we are going to move them up, and we're going to move them up with the lead. Oh, bad idea, bad idea. Back up, back up.
Update your objectives. Unit reports damage, sir.
So I need you to take care of those tanks before I advance.
Unit under fire.
should be fine.
Head to the new position, man.
It's like another courtyard I can take, so I'm gonna send these 5 over here, and then these 5 as well can move up since they have secured that courtyard. We'll move that in there, and then these 2 move up to that courtyard that they just abandoned.
Sir, the Italians are sending M15 tanks.
Grim news. They can squash
so
the lead
I
tanks.
can actually
We'll
capture
have to
that
ambush
fire.
them with the infantry.
Head to the new position, man.
We will back up because I heard
Colonel,
something
the key
about
to victory
these
is
being
proper
ambushed,
intelligence.
so
I recommend more recon units to expose hostiles in forests and towns.
let's move this recon up ever so slightly. And we'll take these 3 infantry and move them roughly there.
Indicated position, Commander.
These 5, come on,
They're
take that
patrolling.
courtyard.
If we decrypt their transmissions and track their moves, we can ambush them.
Decryption on this sector.
Yes, sir. We're trying to find the right frequency.
Okay, so it doesn't look like we're going to get attacked from our left flank at all this mission, which is somewhat of a blessing. So we're going to just go ahead and move these guys up off of the left flank. I do probably need to put
Reporting.
infantry
Supply
into this
depot out.
first here, being that these guys are advancing.
Reporting. Unit under sustained fire.
So instead of holding that force,
now
we're
available.
going to move these guys up and hold that force there. And as you just saw, my 3 infantry trying to run to that town just got massacred.
This is HQ. New unit
So
production
we
requested.
will recruit 3 more infantry.
Sir, reporting enemy unit has been destroyed.
These positions in the town look like they're holding pretty well, even though these 2 look like they...
Unit under
Okay,
fire.
no, they were just seen because of their surprise attack.
Sir, our unit has been wiped out.
Look like a medium tank, yep, and our leads
Enemy
should be
engaged.
able
Unit
to
reporting
take
heavy fire.
with minimal issue.
Sir, reporting one of our units is down.
At least hopefully. And then these guys,
Reporting. Unit under sustained fire.
I'm going to send you on a suicide assault to the forest. I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
Rookies are training. They'll be ready soon.
There we go, recon up as well.
Receiving report. Our units are under fire.
Looks like Carol Veloce, which means it's an anti-infantry tank, which means my gentleman here taking an advance is
Our unit has been destroyed.
going to get massacred. So let's send them off into the forest as quickly as possible. Oh, it looks
Sir,
like they blew
enemy
that up, so
flamethrower
it doesn't
tank.
matter. Perfect.
Our leads should withstand the heat. Or we could get close using radio signals and valuable cover.
Keep using
Radio
our
silence is
infantry
no longer
to
being
these
observed.
forests,
Receiving
and
report.
since we can see
Radio
those
silence
recon,
is
I
off.
believe they're going to get a surprise attack on us, so we're gonna move
Sir,
our
HQ
leads
has
up,
provided us with a new route.
spawn a recon here just to help the left flank. It looks like they're getting a surprise attack us, so we're gonna get away cleanly with our leads pretty well.
Yes, sir.
Recon and 1 infantry
Receiving
remaining
report.
forward.
Our units are under fire. Commander, destroy target.
Okay, so these 2 here. You know what? Let's see. Can they cover the road? They can. So we're gonna move them up there. And these 2 we're going to. Well, I was gonna go capture that barracks, but I guess never mind. Okay, so and these 2 in Agnina? I think that's how they say it. Agnina. They're going to move forward because we have a defensive line forward of them, so they don't need to be there anymore.
Move unit into position.
And I can't move forward into that town there, so I guess these units are going to have to stay where they're at.
Move to
Roughly,
destination.
I mean, I'm
Full
going to move
speed.
them over a
We
little
gotta
bit,
use that
but
time.
roughly they're going to have to stay there. And then these 2, see, I'm very worried about an attack from those Italians right through here, so I'm not super anxious to move these guys or these 2 here. But seeing that I've got 5 units here and here, rather, 2 and 3. I'm gonna move these two up
You have the
to
coordinates.
there
Proceed to position.
and hope that works. And then we're gonna also move these guys up out of this courtyard in hopes that we can capture this supply depot. We'll move these two from that courtyard to this courtyard. These two from that courtyard to that forest.
Receiving report. Our units are
So it
under
looks
fire.
like they've got infantry over there. Can we flank them? No, we cannot. Okay. So anything that's displayed in red, such as all of these zones here, are zones that I am not currently able to go into. Any zone that does not have a red hue to it, I am able to go into, such as this left, bottom,
report
middle,
heavy fire.
right, and then far top right.
They're retreating, sir.
So, seeing that those infantry are there, and then that these areas are red, I'm
Receiving
not
report.
able to
Our units are under fire.
actually go flank them. But being that they are exposed by our recon, I'm going to move our lead tanks up in hopes that there's no AT positions that are going to screw me over. And hopefully I can clear those infantry out of that first, so they don't surprise me. Oh, right. I remember them saying something about flamethrower.
Our unit has been destroyed. Report
Crap.
indicates heavy losses,
Well, I
sir.
guess we're going to have to spawn a bunch of new infantry units to get up there.
Rookies are training. They'll be ready soon.
Alright. Crap. And I lost my recon unit, so we'll
Production
cancel
canceled
one of the
as ordered.
soldiers and bring another
Recruitment has
recon.
started, sir.
And we did get this supply depot, so that's good for us, because that means we're going to get more supplies and the enemy will get less. So we need to secure this courtyard, and hopefully there's no enemies there, and being the fact that the supply trucks didn't get hit and our advancing infantry did not get hit, that means there is no enemy infantry there, which is good for all things involved in this operation.
Head to the new position, man.
And you know what, we're still going to keep you there just in case they advance. And then these 5, you can advance as well. We're actually going to have you hold the city town for a minute. City town, I meant courtyard in the town, excuse me. And then these 5 plus the recon will move up on the outside of town.
Move to the indicated position, Commander.
I really don't want to advance until I get my recon up here, so that's why these two are just staying still. And then these guys over here, they've got a decent recon. So we're going to go ahead and put him there. And we'll take... How many do we have here? We have 8. Okay, so we'll take 4, if I can grab 4. There we go. And we will advance on Keazo? Is that how you say that? Keazo? I'm not sure. Anyway. So we're going to advance on this little town here, hopefully out of range and out of sight of that flamethrower tank.
Supply
Because
depot
I believe
levels
that's
are low.
what this one is. Oh, no, they're not out of sight. Alright,
Squad
back
commander,
up, back
go
up,
to your
back
new
up.
position. Receiving report.
Oh
our
my
unit has been
word.
destroyed.
Holy crow, flamethrowers are ridiculous.
This is HQ.
I don't
New
have
unit
radio
production
sounds,
requested.
do I? I don't. That's exactly
Radio
what I
silence
could
now
have asked
active.
you guys.
Yes, sir. To all units, radio
That's why I
silence
only sent
now
half
imposed.
of them. So these 4 move up. Hopefully they can make it through with radio silence.
You have the coordinates. Proceed to
And
position.
then with the next infantry brigade as well as the recon forward, we should be safe enough to advance into the last part of that forest.
Reporting enemy losses.
Lee's, I need you to advance on that flamethrower tank. Right.
Supply depot depleted.
They didn't. Seeing a little bit of infantry already, but that's not a big problem. town center, so we're going to anyway. And then we should be free and clear to just capture the outpost. But before we do that, let's see. Are there any other secondary objectives? There are not. Just preserve the Lee tanks. So we'll go ahead and actually we'll capture this as well. Move these things here just to cover any sort of infantry advance from this force here. But that very well could have been the mission.
You saved the Lees, a true leader of armored cavalry, what? Well done, Colonel.
That was
Thanks
indeed
to
the
their
mission.
forward
All right,
outpost,
well,
we're now in good position to take their
It was a little
HQ.
rough because we didn't have tanks to begin the assault with, but we pulled it out. We snatched victory from the jaws of defeat. So we're going to go ahead and end this episode here because that was a little bit of a longer mission, and I'm thinking that for the rest of this series it's going to be roughly one mission per episode because these are going to get a little long. So anyway, smash that like, smash that subscribe, and we will catch you all next time. Hope you're enjoying. Thanks.